Hi, my name is Jade Portillo, and this is my project called Connections for my Strategic Plan project. Um, since I am an elementary education major, I thought this would be a really good project on how I could emphasize working with the youth of Hays, Kansas. And I decided to do a project that would help children and the future generation. What is Connections? Connections will be an after-school program that will allow all students to find belonging, interest, help, and routine when the school day is over. I feel like a lot of the times when students are in a routine, they wake up, do their mornings, go to school, and I feel like once that last of the bell rings, what's that next step for them? There are moments where parents aren't able or guardians aren't able to pick up their kids right away. So this is a program where Connections provides an opportunity for all students to have a place. We will provide an educational assistance, recreational activity, snacks and drinks, arts and crafts, and much more. Connections will provide a village of care, safety, and excitement that all students deserve. Transportation will be provided for students to explore all the Hays that has to offer. Connection is a movement, not a place. Um, how I came up with Connections is actually quite interesting. Growing up, I always thought it's what you know and stuff, but realistically, it's who you know. And I feel like providing this program and getting the kids out there will allow them to be able to connect with others and to really have those connections, whether that's now or someone or something they can use when they're older. Um, yeah. Why do we need this? There are limited opportunities for students in Hays, Kansas to find safe and productive space if they are not involved in the school's extracurriculars provided. A large number of students do not have safe spaces to stay when school is over and guardians are not at home. Without having structured location and routine, students oftentimes struggle to find safe and welcoming place where they feel comfortable and supported. Connections will be a place where students are able to learn, grow, and belong. Um, being allowing Connections to be the program that it is, there aren't many students that love to do activities that the schools offer, like sports, clubs, and etc. Connections will be a place where a student has that choice if they want to be able to do that stuff. Um, and I feel like when having this program, parents oftentimes struggle to find someone who is willing to pick up their kids right after school, or they just need that extra time where they can get from one place to another. And with that, parents aren't having to worry what their kids are doing and who they're speaking to. They are able to be able to do this program in a safe environment, knowing that their kids are being supervised as well. Why does this matter? Not every activity is offered at school reaches all students. I do feel like it is important to find activities that will be able to interest students, and maybe that is something they can do as a career or something they can hold on to a hobby for the rest of their lives. Um, I feel like a lot of the time students aren't sure of what they want to do. I feel like it's more of a everyone else is doing this, so I'm gonna do it. This is where Connections allows you to explore different activities and learn differently from others and maybe create different bonds that you did or didn't know existed at the moment. Many students need a change of scene where they feel belong and are genuinely supported. It really just takes one person or maybe a group of people to really genuinely believe in you. And just having one person makes a huge difference in a child's life. Families can have peace of mind with Connection, knowing that their kids are going to be safe and supervised. Each student deserves the opportunity to find themselves. Who is affected? Who is affected mainly are the students, parents, and schools. For the students, it's an environment where they are being able to be safe and where they have assistance in homework if needed, and being able to connect and make long-lasting friendships with others. Parents, this is able to reduce the stress from their shoulders and having a peace that their kids are safe and being supervised. Now, for the schools, it allows them to be able to connect academically and to be able to provide that additional support, and allows partnerships and student engagement. Why are these programs so hard to find? I feel like a lot of the times why programs don't start right away, or there are different projects that people are wanting to, is I really do believe mainly the funding. I put here at the top there is limited funding for many programs. And then up next I have difficulties on providing transportation and managing where students will be. And then if you don't really have funding or transportation, it's really hard to find volunteers or workers that are willing to provide a safety and trust among this program. Next, I have scheduling can be an issue as most hours will be between 3 p.m. and 6 p.m. Collaboration amongst the town of Hays, Kansas and local businesses. Do the numbers reflect the need? 70% of parents report working between the hours of 8 a.m. and 5 p.m. 26.8% of students in Hays, Kansas are economically disadvantaged. So here I just put some little percentages of like whether the students, the parents, and just an overview of what we're working with. Proposed yearly budget. I went ahead and added up all the expenses of like whether that be about the materials, the foods and the drinks, the transportation, the insurance, providing safety, marketing and social media, having FHSU, Fort Hays State University involved, and maintenance and to upkeep it. And I went ahead and added it to the expected total range between $18,000 to $23,000. I feel like these expenses are like what you would see in a program. Not only would this be the budget, but like the people who are willing to run this program as well. So I thought this was a good range of the budget. How will this be funded? Grants. We will apply for grants such as the Youth Civic Engagement Mini Grant, Kansas Volunteer Commission, for Hays State University. We hope to recruit student volunteers and create a relationship with the university and the youth of Hays. I feel like if we have a university, why not partner with them? Someone who is in the university, I feel like this would be a great opportunity for Fort Hays to really discover like different routes they can take in their life, or maybe if they want to work with kids in the future, or maybe run a business. I feel like this is a great opportunity for Fort Hays State University students to be able to do that. Up next, I have local business. Reaching out, we hope to raise support from local owners, and of course donations. We will accept financial donations as well as donations of supplies and materials that can go towards the students. I believe that any bit helps from anyone. So being able to have grants, FHSU, local businesses, and donations is a great part of this project because any bit that goes to this program will go to the students. Analysis. Here I have like kind of like a little circle. I went ahead and put some weaknesses and strengths of it. A few weaknesses that I put would be the funding, transportation, and recruitment. Now for strengths, I went ahead and put school partnerships, FHSU mentors, and community supports. Now with all of this, all of these opportunities come with grants, local businesses, involvement with the community. And some threats would be like just low participation, funding shortage, and cost. If you don't have enough people to run this program or to take in this program, it kind of sets the balance off a little. What will Connections offer? Connections will offer a safe space, academic support, university involvement, physical recreation, arts and crafts, and music. This is a place where every student can find themselves and to really discover what they do or don't enjoy. A lot of them, it's for more of their personal growth. And because of this, connections will allow you to either connect with something new or to connect with someone different. Results expected. Students will be given the opportunity to find themselves and grow confidence inside and out of the classroom. A similar program's LA's Best reported students are 20% lower than the overall district dropout rate. Now for the parents, with our program, parents can be at peace knowing their kids are in a safe environment that will be prioritized as a child. The community impact. We expect to create strong bonds between schools, FHSU, and local business through the shared importance of the youth in Hays. The more we can get people engaged, the more we can get people to know about this program and get the word out and spread the word, we are able to communicate and talk about possibly what changes are going to be made, what is something we can build or help off of. In conclusion, every student in Hays, Kansas will have a safe, welcoming, and engaging after-school opportunities that will allow each student to find their strengths, skills, and thrive in their own unique way through active and productive connections. And for my last slide, here are my sources. I really hope you enjoyed my project plan of connections and how we can improve Hays, Kansas by allowing us to create a program for an after school where students are able to grow and learn. Thank you for listening.